Taoiseach, you're welcome to the House. I think this is the first time I've addressed you since you were elected. So it's a long time. That's in this House. I want to put on record something. Going back to that dreadful St. Patrick's Day when you addressed us all from Washington or New York at the start of COVID. I was amazed at how quickly you would respond as an individual to requests from people like me who are independents, not party affiliated in any way. And over the period of COVID, I had to make contact with you on a few occasions. Indeed, in the case of Class K PRSI, which goes back to the time when you were when you were Minister for Social Protection, you listened and you changed. And so that is your hallmark as far as I'm concerned. I don't often have to call on you, but when I do, you respond and respond quickly. And I want to place on public record my thanks to you for that. There is no doubt that COVID has brought about a huge amount of change to the way we do our business, the way we treat our employees, the way the world has moved on. And there are many debates and discussions about the right to work from home and the various other things that you addressed while you were here. And these, no doubt, will be thrashed out over time. And hopefully they will benefit workers. I was rather surprised, I have to say, that it took a Fine Gael minister to start to change workers' rights as quickly as they have changed in recent times. And for that, I compliment you. There are, as my colleague Senator Ahern said there are questions about very small businesses. And I had a discussion today with the local Jobs Alliance, and we were discussing the small retailer who has maybe 2 or 3 employees and how sick leave might impact them. The small man's shop who might have 1 or 2 employees and how sick pay might be a substantial cost to that organisation. And the problem that I see is a small supermarket under any one of the brand names might have 2 or 3 employees, and you drive 2 miles down the road and you find the same brand name that has 20 employees working in it and is quite a substantial organisation. So when we try to alleviate some of the problems that will be created with sick pay for some of the very small employers, I see a huge challenge for you and for us in bringing forward any amendments that we might bring to try and establish where does small and weak start and stop, and at which stage do you say, you could have a shop with 3 employees that has a turnover of $500,000 a year, and you could have another shop with 3 employees that has a turnover of $50,000 a year. So it's going to cause problems. I have no doubt about that, and you adverted to that yourself, and so did my colleague, Senator Ahern. And I'm sure we'll have some discussion and some debate on that. But I think this is a really positive step. And I think it's a great idea. For far too long, employees were thrown to the wolves, particularly in the lower pit. But I would also say to you, Taoiseach, that public sector workers, down through the years, there is a misconception that public sector workers have got some sort of a golden contract of employment, that they're well looked after. In my 25 years as a member of the Teachers' Union of Ireland and as President of the Teachers' Union of Ireland towards the end, exploitation of public sector workers was rampant. We changed from appointing teachers to offering hours. We finished up in a situation where community employment schemes, fantastic schemes, offer a huge amount to their communities, and yet the supervisors that are working in these schemes are treated appallingly. No pension rights, and I know that work has been done in that area. Similarly, pension systems, for example, with respect to particularly former members of the Defence Forces, and this really impacts lower ranked people, and some of them are working in this House. They leave after 25 or 35 years service, up to 40 in some cases. They leave with a pension, and the moment they take on any public sector employment at all, they start to lose their pension. And whether we like it or not, pension abatement is theft of a pension, and it is unconstitutional, I believe. And the only reason we get away with it is because those unfortunates that are hit by it can never afford to go to the High Court and actually fight their case. Now, it's something we might do, and maybe you and I at some stage might sit down and have a discussion on that and see can we find a way around it. But overall, Taoiseach, I want to congratulate you for bringing forward legislation that will benefit the workers of this country, and I'm sure that we will have between us a few amendments as this legislation passes through the House. But today is a good day, and I hope this legislation passes and passes quickly, and thank you for bringing it to the House. Thank you.
Thank you.